Alright, so pretty much we're going through setups today. These are all my shits. And then there's some other ones I don't have built. So, yeah. I like to main Hyper Smash. The other main build I use is Photon Fast Smash Reach. And the reason for this build I'm going to be using Parameter is because the Photon doesn't hit 3k. And it needs to. So I put Parameter on this. But if I put on Hyper Smash, I use Sacred Spear, so I don't need to. There's always been a debate about whether 3k makes a big difference or not. But with the Photon, it does make a difference. I don't think you need Conserve 5 if you're running Fast Smash Reach. But for a Spear, Parameter does not affect. Same with the Brave Sword. Parameter does not give it a boost. With Hyper Smash, there's like a fraction that Parameter helps it, but it's not worth. So this is my Hyper Smash class. You can pretty much get the general gist of it. Get a hit, gain AP. When I get hit, I get AP from it. I do mobility speed 5. Now this is something you need to learn. Is Mob 5 with Hyper Smash, you need to be playing really aggressive. That's how you're gonna kill. If you don't, you're just going to be hitting people away, you're not going to kill them. If you want to actually get the pick, you have to play really aggressive, and Mob 5 helps you move around people and do an XA combo. So that's why we have that. The helmet, we want to be really tanky like usual, but we have HP and AP recovery so we can get those Hyper Smashes out more. So that's pretty much the gist of this build. You can pretty much infer the rest. TC, Tower Control Warrior. This is pretty generic. Controversial thing. I have Ice Res. A lot of people don't. My Ice Res is mainly for, like, what's the word? It's like a precaution. So if they have like an Ice Mage on defense or offense, or like an Ice Warrior or something, this totally counted it. And they can't pull it out again. Because if I have Ice Res, I'm just going to target them and they can't pull it out. So this is really helpful. It also helps me against like Ice Bots if I'm going for a tower or something. A lot of people run Lightning Res, which you could totally do. But if people have an Ice Mage and you don't have any Ice Res, you're going to get farmed. I have Parameter, because same thing as last time. I don't hit 3k. So this helps it boost it up when you get level 5, hit 3k. Helmet. A lot of people run reduced status on their helmet. I run Ice Res on my armor. With Ice Res on my armor, I don't need to worry about being iced. I don't need reduced status. So I can afford to be more tanky with Ice Res. That's the main reason I put it on. That's the TC, Fast Smash. Some people run Reach. If you have Fast Smash, it's just more convenient. I mean, it's just easier to hit people away. Zerker. This is one of my favorite fucking builds to use, bro. Ambush 5. I used to have Mobility 5, but the Zerker's a little less tanky, there's less defense, so the Ambush 5 helps out there. Same with the helmet, you see I have more HP, not recovery, but more actual HP with HP and AP limit. That also helps me get more, like, double spin off. So I can bait people. If I just keep holding the spin, they like to dash when they think it's over and predict you. But if you have the AP limit, it dashes longer than the usual. We want to make sure we have our fast attack on our left hand. That's the hand that swings first. So if you turn your character around like this, it's easier to see. Left hand swings first. Right hand is your enchant. That's the one that's going to kill more. But you want to get those quick hits off with the left hand. Parameter 2, so my defense and my attack all hit 3k and 2500. At some point in the very near future, I'm going to put a Photon instead of the Snake Bequeath, but it's going to be the same buffs, so it doesn't really matter. But it's going to look like this. It's just going to be cleaner. Rush Warrior. So, now we're on the Rush class. This one's going to be the same for everybody. The only thing that people will change is the weapon. The weapon has a lot of variety. Because some people like to put on Attack 3, which does more damage per rush. Some people put on Mage Slayer, because it does more damage to mages. For me, My play style is I don't go for the kills, I go for the gate. So I'll put on anti-mat 5, that's what I prefer. Everything else, pretty generic, you're going to see this everywhere. If you're playing a player match or a PM, and you know that you're not playing a bomb rock map, then just run Conserve 5, or Respawn 3. You don't need more bomb rocks, but more bomb rocks is generally a really safe play, because if it is bomb rock map, they're just an amazing buff to have. It's really, really convenient. So that's the Rush Warrior, these are all my warriors. Clerics. This is my song class. If you see me in a quick match, I'm probably going to be running, where is it? Circling Birdies. This is what I'm probably going to run. It's Respawn 6, because I'm used to using this in player matches. You just go in the water, you get a 3-second spawn time after the songs. It's all good. Helmet, you need to have these buffs. Need to. This is a hybrid between a robot and a song class, because you don't really need much for a song. And the helmet buffs don't matter on a robot. We have Super Ultimate Weapon for the robot and Cannon Durability 5. Cannon Durability also helps the robot. We have Anti-Mat 5. Super Anti-Mat 5, actually, and Warrior Slayer. So Anti-Mat 5 helps do damage to the gate, Warrior Slayer helps kill. And we have the Remote Bomb Plus, because if the robot blows up, I still have a little chance to get a little 20-30% cheeky little thing off on the gate. Like you saw earlier, I had this as my accessory, because if I'm going robot, I want to start from level 2, because with the experience up 5 and team skill EXP, if we start from level 2, if I get a full song, I get level 4 instantly. The robot's level 5. Tactical power up and shorten are for the robot skills. You could go with shorten 5 if you wanted to, so you get more robot skills, or you could go tactical power for the gate more. And I like tactical power. Next, cannon class. Cannon class, a lot of people just run the cannon accuracy and attack power up with cannon shots, but what they really are missing out on is the weapon. The weapon, Warrior Slayer and Ambush all affect the cannon. So if you shoot behind them, Ambush do like half their health, Smash Power hits them off, either off you or off the map. Construction speed is to build the cannon a little quicker, help build towers. AP recovery is going to be if I'm updating and I can do crash work more. It'll come back really quick with the song. Cannon durability 6 for the cannon. Pretty self-explanatory. You're always going to want to do rocket launchers. Always. The only map you might not want to do a rocket launcher on is, I believe... What is it? I believe Bird God. You could do cannon or rocket launcher, because cannon gives you more distance, but rocket launcher is going to be way better to protect you and deal damage. So rocket launcher is always a safe buff, but it's only if you have time to build it. If you're just trying to go quick for the gate or a cannon at their gate, just build a cannon. There's no need to build a rocket launcher, because it takes way longer to build. Res Cleric. Res Cleric, this one's a little debatable, because you could run Shorten 5, Conserve 5 on your accessory. But to do that, you would need a 3-weight shield, and I don't like that. Because if they have like anti-guard or they just hold a spin, you're just dead. So I like this. Fire Enchant and Super Smash. I do that because you actually have a chance to kill people or kill bots. Or hit them off, like, off the top of the castle where you're going. Just get them off you for a second. And then Sacred Res Plus. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. You want to get the res, and then Sacred Res gives them a song. The song effects, they have more AP, more HP, and a quicker recovery for both. The Armor, Warrior Raid, Ambush Reliever, Lightning Res. You could run, like, Anti-Mage Aid over Mob Speed, maybe. But Mob Speed's pretty important if you're running around the top of the castle trying to outrun warriors and put up walls and stuff. Conserve 5, shorten cooldown. You want to get those reses off as much as you can. And that's exactly why we have the helmet built the way we do. All my other classes have Intensify HP. This one doesn't, because we want to get our AP down. We're not worried about our life too much. We're trying to get other people up, and we're just trying to stay alive and run around. If we get caught, we're pretty much going to die. So we have to fight back. So there's not a big point in putting Intensify and giving up just that much AP. And I don't have HP recovery because as a cleric, I'm going to want to be instead of just sitting there waiting for my HP to recover like other classes. So, helmet, you want to get the fast res off, but you want to be as tanky as you can without Intensify. And this is exactly why I have this build. Zephyr and Mages. These are where I've really been practicing lately. Zephyr, This class, I'm the only person who runs it. I've seen a few other people try it, but they don't like Intensify HP, and Intensify HP is going to be something you're going to have to get used to using. You don't have to use this build. This is, I mean, like I said, I'm the only one who uses it. It's my preference, but the problem with Zephyr compared to a normal mage is you have less AP and less HP. So I like the Intensify HP, I like the Ambush Leaper 5, so I can take a hit or two without just getting farmed. But what I've learned using this Zephyr is you need to stand still sometimes to recover your AP, like after they do their rush at the gate, so you can recover quick and be ready for the next one without just walking around and following them, not having enough AP to counter them. The rest of this is pretty self-explanatory. I use my controller here, 3-weight, get my Conserve 5 and my Parameter for more damage per shot, and then less AP per magic shot. Farther Wind Blast, most underrated buff. You don't notice it until you go against it. When you do notice someone has it, it is such a good buff. They have so much more range, and they can catch so many more rushes and dashes from different angles, and it's so helpful. Other than that, everything else here is an absolute must. HP recovery, AP recovery, you need to get your AP and HP back. Wind Specialist, you're running a whole class based on wind, just does more damage. I mean, that's free. I've seen some people run without Wind Specialist, and I've had that advised to me, put on like a HP AP limit or something like that, because the class already does so much damage. But I've tried it without, and I just feel like sometimes against laggers, it's not punishing enough without the Wind Specialist. You kind of need that for that one-shot potential on the Rush Warriors. A Lightning Mage, I don't run Smash Effect. That's going to be the first thing you notice. Is some people run Smash Effect, I don't. A lot of people don't. A lot of people do. It's kind of preference, but I feel like all of these buffs on my weapon are extremely necessary. If you were to put on Smash Effect, the one I would take off, probably Shock Crusher. Shock Crusher or Farther Thunderbolt, but Warrior Slayer and Ambush you need to have. I feel like all these are just totally necessary. You should only be a Lightning Mage when you have another defender with you. You should never go Lightning Mage solo, because you don't have the offensive capability for like close-up fights. This is trying to be to just catch people from afar and kind of range them down and get a hopeful one-shot. You can definitely outskill people 1v1 with like a Napalm or something like that. And you don't need much AP for this class either, because if you look at the build, I have Parameter, I only have Conserve 3, I don't have any AP recovery. You don't need much. Lightning takes the least amount of AP in the game. You don't need to worry about it too much. You can send out Hyper Shots as much as you want. Of course, don't be stupid, but I never had AP problems with this class. I would totally advise building it like this. This has been a wonder for me. I've loved playing it. It's really fun to use. Even if they have Lightning Rest, it still has like half their health for Hyper Shot. Lastly, Ice class. I have one more after this, but this is like the last of the mages real quick. This is my Ice class. Now, the helmet. I want to put on max HP over HP AP limit, but I don't have any in the buff bank. So I have to work with this for now. It's still fine. The problem with Ice, as I said earlier with my TC Warrior, is if they have Ice Res, this Ice Mage is going to get completely shut down, and it's just not going to work. So you need to be really careful of what resistances they have and go off that. You see for Super Frozen duration, if you hit them one time and they don't have reduced status, they're probably dead. I mean, this class is totally busted if they don't have the right resistances to counter it. I don't have Intensify. Ice takes the most AP out of every class, and that's why I also only have Conserve 5 without any Parameter. Like every other mage class I will have has Parameter for more damage per shot and Open Swing. At this point you're going to want Conserve 5. The other setup would be the Melee Mage. I'm sure you've seen this everywhere. And for this one I am going to put on Parameter as well. There it is. And for this melee mage, Smash 5 attack reach, Warrior Slayer, you're gonna be in close quarters combat, just trying to XRT them and just get them in a corner, get them in a juggle, and it's really skillless. I mean, honestly, it does not take much brain power to use this class. It's built the exact same as any warrior is, except you want ambush 5 instead of mob 5, because I mean, you just want to be hella tanky, because they can't keep juggling you if you have all of these buffs. And if you get out of one juggle, you can like counter in one and kill them in one combo. So this is the build. I'm considering putting on Ambush 3 over Smash 5. I'm gonna put Ambush 3 over Smash 2, just so I can hold gate more and like punish, like how I do with my wind and my lightning. Is holding the gate and waiting for their rushes and just trapping it and getting a lot more kills off it. Because without the ambush, I don't feel like I do enough damage. But this is definitely really good on Big Tower, because it's hard for them to break through Smash 5 with all the bots. That's pretty much every class. I mean, that's everything I use. Saw the Zerker, saw the Rush Warrior. I mean, I'll just go through them real quick. Let me put on my Blue Diamond real quick. These are all the classes, if you want to copy them. Let me put on my Fast Smash. These are all the classes.